Let me actually get in here so you can see it. Okay, so I closed it. So here we are. This is my guest bedroom closet. And it is a good amount of space, but it is just a complete mess. So I am going to get this all the way together. Hi everyone, welcome back to 3 Kids in a Home. I am Tiffany and I am finally getting started with all of my closet organization projects that I have to do. This has been a huge thing on my to-do list. So the first closet that I'm starting with is the guest bedroom closet. Now the guest bedroom also functions as my office space because I do work from home about 95% of the time. So in this closet I do store like a whole bunch of birthday party supplies for the kids, my crafting supplies. I don't do much crafting, mainly it's for when I do parties and things of that, and just celebrations here at the house. And then I also have like home decor in here. So I've got a little bit cleaned out that I can actually finally open the door so you all can see in here. So there's a good amount of space in this closet. It is walk-in. There's a little bit of room behind the door. However, it was just the standard one shelf in here and it didn't make much use of the space at all. So what I would like to do is add more shelves to the very top to utilize the space because it is a 9-foot ceiling. And then I also want to just make a little area for my guests. I regularly do have guests. My sister comes to stay with me quite often. So I want to create a space for her as well, and then just get everything organized for all of my supplies. So as you'll see, I am just pulling out all sorts of goodies. I have like balloon pumps. I have a over the door organizer that I bought like a year ago that I was like, I'll eventually use this. I have this random coffee maker. You all, I don't even drink coffee, but when my sister comes to visit, she actually uses it. And like I said, she stays with us quite a bit during the year. So I'm just going on ahead and getting everything cleaned out, and then we are going to get started with this. So you all make sure you stay to the end so you can see the final look. So anytime that you're doing a makeover or redoing something, of course you always want to start with a clean slate. So I'm going on ahead and giving the carpet a nice clean here with the vacuum. And then also I'm going to take a little look at these walls. As you can see, there are a few scuff marks up here. I'm going to try to see if I can get them up with the Magic Clean eraser first. So the Mr. Clean Eraser normally works for different marks on my walls. However, these marks were more kind of dinged in by way of things just hitting the walls. And so that Magic Clean Eraser was not actually working. So I'm going to go ahead and just give them a light coat of paint. But first I'm going to make sure that these baseboards are dust free. I'm going to go ahead and remove the existing wire shelf from this space. I'm starting by just unscrewing the support brackets. I will be repurposing this shelf in this project today. I'm going to be using instead the Easy Track system, which allows me to adjust the shelves based on my different needs in the future. I thought that this option would be more convenient than using wood shelves that would be more fixed. So to remove these wall clips from the back wall, I'm just using needle nose pliers to basically pull these straight out. You do have to apply a little bit of force to get this done, and it will leave holes in the wall, but we will get this repaired in just a moment. Once I have all of the clips removed, I'm just taking those same needle nose pliers and I'm just picking out all of the remaining wall debris that was left inside the holes, and then I'm just going on ahead and giving it a light sanding. I picked up this 3-in-1 small hole repair from Lowe's. Basically, it's just the putty knife, the spackle, and the sander all in one. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill in the holes and go over it with a putty knife to level it out. Once it dries, I will then go ahead and sand it down so that everything is even. For my paint, I'm using what I already had on hand. It's Sherwin-Williams and it's the color Extra White. I'm just putting a very light coat, just enough to cover up all of the scuff marks. While I'm waiting on the paint to dry, I'm going to go ahead and put together this linen tower that I found at Walmart. Now, when it comes to organizing closets, I am all about using the cheaper options with the Walmart brand. Y'all, Walmart has some really good organization options that are very inexpensive. The main thing that I like to use is mostly like their bookshelves, their 6-shelf, 3-shelf bookshelves, but those were going to be too big for this space. So when I saw this linen tower, it was actually the perfect option. So if you are new to my channel, I just want to take a moment to introduce myself. I am Tiffany, and on this channel you will find all things home decor, cleaning, DIY, and organization. My husband and I shared 3 young children and a dog in this home, so while we like to keep things beautiful, we also like to keep things simple, practical, and enjoyable. So if you like to see that sort of content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I would love to have you all here. And for all of my current subscribers, thank you all so much for joining me again this week. Your support means everything to me. I hope that everything is well, that you all are blessed. And as I'm posting this today, it is Father's Day. So I just want to say happy Father's Day to all you men out there, my husband, my dad. Thank you all so much for everything that you do. You all are so much appreciated in the children's lives. So we thank you all, and we hope that you have a wonderful day. Now back to the closet. As I stated earlier, I'm using the Closet Made Easy Track system in order to get this closet organized. It's very easy to install. I'll link a video below that shows you the step-by-step instructions. But to start with, I've just added the Easy Hang Track to the top mounting plate of my wall so that it's very secure. And then I'm just going to locate the studs, and I'm going to add in the standards. The standards that I chose are 84 inches because I wanted to make sure that I can add shelving all the way down. And with these standards, this is actually what you add the brackets to that will hold the shelves. Once you add them on the track, the next thing that you're going to do is just add a screw to the center of the standard. And then for extra security, because these are so long, I also added a screw to the bottom to make sure that they are very secure and they won't go anywhere. So these are the shelves that I picked up from Lowe's. I did a curbside pickup and I originally ordered 3 4-feet shelves. However, they gave me 3 6-feet shelves instead. I guess they may have been out of the 4 feet, which worked out for me because now I'm able to add a lower shelf and I didn't have to pay anything extra. So in order to cut these, I'm going to be using the original shelf that I pulled out of my closet as my measurement guide, and then I'm going to be using bolt cutters in order to cut them to size. Now with these bolt cutters, they do pretty easily cut the thinner parts of the rods, but when you get to the outside thicker parts, you do have to apply a lot of force, and so you're going to see me struggling a little bit here. I'm going to be stepping on it just so that I can get these cut, but it does work. So before I actually started this project, I had already measured out everything and knew how far apart that I wanted everything to be, how many shelves that I would need. And so I'm going on ahead and I'm just adding in my brackets to try to make it easier. I call myself counting the spots down to make sure that I put all the brackets in the same place. But there were a few times where I still hung it wrong, even though I was counting. So that it's very easy to do. So once you have the brackets in place, you just simply hook the shelf over. I would recommend hooking them in the front first and then actually attaching them in the back. It just makes it a lot easier to get the brackets hooked up underneath there. So this is what one looks like so far. So I'm going to just go ahead and continue to add the rest. Again, the reason that I chose these were because I wanted something that would be adjustable because my needs might change for this space in the future. Right now I'm using it as an office craft space as well as a space for guests to put a few of their items. But in the future, you never know what's going to happen. I might move my mom here in the future, and then the needs will be different as my children get older and move out of the house. My needs could change as well, and so I didn't want to make anything that would be permanent and would have to be done all over again. So this is the shelf that was already in there. So I'm just adding that back. This one actually has the free slide rod for your clothes to be hung on. And as you can see, I originally had put it in there crooked, but then I realized it and I straightened it out. Next, I'm going to be adding in the linen tower that I purchased from Walmart. I love this storage area to be able to add in toiletries and essentials for guests in the future, things like washcloths and towels. Our guest bedroom is connected to the guest bathroom, and so our guest bathroom is very small, so this is nice to be able to have this space to have those items that guests may have forgotten. So now I'm just going to measure in this space because I do want to add one additional shelf. So since I was able to get that extra shelving at no additional cost. So I've cut that to size and I'm just going to place it here. This still allows for space for guests to be able to hang up their clothes if they needed right above it, but then also be able to have additional storage underneath the shelf. So the next thing that I'm adding is just this over the door organizer. I've had this in my closet for like a year just sitting there. I knew that I could use it for something. So to this space, I just plan on adding all of those extra gift bags that we keep on hand. We do reduce, reuse, and recycle. So anytime we get gift bags, if there's no damage to them, I store them to be able to just use in the future. So here is just some of the items that I pulled out of my closet. As you can see, there are just balloon weights and so many different like New Year's Eve hats, balloon pumps. I've got birthday signs. I've got party favors. So I'm just going through all of this stuff, getting rid of everything that is old or dried out, and then I'm going to be sorting it. I was able to find some inexpensive bins from TJ Maxx, and so I'm just going to be grouping all like things together. I ended up donating so many things. It's crazy how much stuff that I had to donate. We're also going to be having a community yard sale next month, and so I went through to see what I could actually sell for that. But that is everything for my video, you all. Today I want to give you a quick reminder of what everything looked like before. There was only just the one shelf. There was no real utilization of the space. Everything was just kind of piled on top of each other. And then here is what it looks like now. I love how functional this space is now. It's so amazing how much you're able to get out of a space if you just have the right organization system in place. I have all of my least used items stored at the top and my most used items stored at the bottom, and there's still plenty of space left for guests to put their things as well. So you all, thank you so much for watching with me. If you're either on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, I'm on all of those platforms. It's at 3 Kids in a Home. So make sure you go check me out over there. And then if you like what you have seen today, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful week. Be blessed.